Hey everybody, welcome back to another Jackson Jet Setting hotel review. Today we're in Jacksonville, Florida, about to depart on a cruise and needed a one-night stay before embarking, so I chose the Hyatt Regency Jacksonville. A direct flight from Phoenix made this very easy, especially flying in first class on American Airlines on about a 4-hour flight. Jacksonville Airport, very pretty. I really liked the terminal. First time ever in Jacksonville, so everything was new to me. Very reasonably priced Uber got me to the Hyatt Regency, which is right downtown on the St. Johns River. Very pretty location, very close to the NFL Stadium. If you're watching this looking for a hotel for a Jacksonville Jaguars game, entering, they do have a Morton Steakhouse to the right, and then their own bar, restaurant right here in the main lobby. Very fresh, very new feeling hotel. I know this one's been around for a while, so they definitely have done some very nice renovations. Shor is the main restaurant downstairs. You'll see Shors at different Hyatt Regencies around the United States. I think that the menus change, but I just always find it funny that they actually have this as a concept that repeats property to property. It's one of the joys of being a Hyatt globalist, is checking out all of these different Hyatt hotels. If you love Hyatt hotels, definitely subscribe to the channel. I do resort tours all over the place for my Hyatt stays. A little bit of cruise content in there as well. We're walking past the main check-in desk. Staff here were amazing, very, very helpful getting everything sorted upon check-in. The market is 24 hours, which I found amazing. Seems like there are not so many hotels anymore that have like a 24-hour food concept, especially one with so many options like this one. Plenty of drinks. They have different cocktails and things like that you can take back to the room with you. I grabbed a Greek salad after my flight since I got in a little late. For my stay, I was upgraded to a junior suite. Seemed to have a few sports teams staying at the hotel while I was here, so upgrades I don't think were that plentiful, but it was a nice corner room all the way at the end of the hallway, so nice and quiet. Bathroom right as you enter. Love that Hyatts include some toothbrushes and toothpaste for me every time I check in. I just absolutely love that. To the right is the closet. You got your ironing board, your safe, a few extra pillows, place to hang your clothes if you're here on business. Then a little coffee station over here to the left with your free waters for being a status member with World of Hyatt. The mini fridge, and then a few drawers for storing some items. Then we come to the main bedroom and living room. So this concept I've seen at a number of different Hyatts, and basically the television will swivel between the living room and the bedroom. I think that's pretty convenient, fun use of space. Gives a little bit of separation between the bedroom as well. Nice king-size bed, good desk for working. No balcony or anything like that in this room, just a really nice view over the river. Since I shot this room right when I checked in, which was a little bit later in the evening, here's a shot of the view from later in the stay. They do have ferries that cross the river, which can be pretty fun. Didn't have a chance to do that. But a lot of activities here in downtown as well as beyond in the Jacksonville area. Now, a rarity nowadays is an open club lounge and domestic Hyatt Regency, but the Jacksonville Hyatt Regency does have one. So they serve breakfast here as well as some appetizers and drinks in the evening. Only was able to check out breakfast in here. It was a pretty modest spread, to be honest. Would have preferred probably a restaurant breakfast, just one Hyatt item that didn't appeal to me, but a couple of nice cheeses, some oatmeal, and then some different grab-and-go pastries and drinks. That's on the 17th floor, and on the top floor of the hotel is the gym and rooftop pool. So the gym, nice and new, lots of natural light coming in, good views of the river, so everything that you want for a nice little hotel exercise session. And then you have to walk through the gym actually to get to the rooftop pool. So not a spectacular looking pool, but really great views out there. So if you are looking to take a dip while here in Jacksonville, it's nice to have this option available. The weather can definitely be quite nice in Florida for just laying out or enjoying the pool, so it's good that they have this option for a lot of the year. And over in one corner, it was closed during my visit, but it may open up a little bit later in the day. They do have a little bar window, so serving some food and drinks and a few games as well. So a little resort feel here. Now back on the ground level, did want to show you a few more things. Nice shot of the hotel here. Morton's does have its own entrance over here to the right. Valet parking and things like that. So if you're coming in for a nice dinner, you do have that option available. And right to the left of the market is going to be a little sundry shop. And then the self-parking is going to be located across the street, but there is a second-story walkway that leads over to the convention center on the second floor. Lots of conventions going on during my visit, so didn't get a chance to film that. But that's a wrap on the Hyatt Regency Jacksonville itself. But I did want to show you a couple of things that I did in the area. One of my passions here is actually visiting all of the different national park units in the United States. I've visited almost 200 at this point. And so in Jacksonville, there are two. There's a National Preserve, and then there's Fort Caroline National Memorial. And so that's about a 15-20 minute Uber ride away. It's free to enter. Feels like you're going back in time. Some really beautiful trees. So I do recommend at least checking this out if you're looking for a free activity to do in the area. And of course, I was here for a cruise. If you follow along on the channel, you know I'm going on tons and tons of cruises as part of my content contribution here to YouTube. So a very easy hotel to get over to the port. Again, another 20-minute ride or so to get on to either a Carnival ship or an NCL ship. This time I was on the Elation. You can check out all of the Elation content on the channel if you're interested in that. But thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.